Hello, and welcome to the Narrowing Path, Walking the Spiritual Walk. My name is Steve Van Eiderstein. Thank you for joining me today as we go through and we do the reading for today, which would be July 27th. We're finishing up July. We've only got, the 28, 29, 30, 34. We got 4 left after today, and excited to see how this finishes up. So, this will be fresh to you and fresh to me, meaning that you'll get my genuine response, reactions, observations, and what I relate to about the reading. Because uh, yeah, this will be the first time I hear it or read it right here with y'all. So here we go. This is the reading for July 27th from James Allen's Daily Meditations. Spurious things have no value, whether they be bric-a-brac or men. It is all important that we be real, that we harbor no wish to appear other than what we are, that we simulate no virtue, assume no excellency, adopt no disguise. The hypocrite thinks he can hoodwink the world and the eternal law of the world. There is but one person that he hoodwinks, and that is himself. For that, the law of the world inflicts its righteous penalty. There is an old theory that the excessively wicked are annihilated. I think to be a pretender is to come as near to annihilation as a man can get, for there's a sense in which a man is gone, and in his place there is but a mirage of shams. A sound, the sound-hearted man becomes an exemplar. He is more than a man. He is a reality, a force, a molding principle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I believe this one is also from the 8 Pillars of Prosperity. Um, and I think it's under the sincerity listing. Hold on a second. Hey, James Allen. I'm just looking for the summary. Let's go right here. I think sincerity is the sixth one. System. Sympathy. Yes, sincerity is the sixth pillar. Um, I believe that's where this reading comes from, is from sincerity. Um, it's incredible, though. It's an incredible reading. That's where I look. Why I looked up bric-a-brac. It means like physical objects. Let me look spurious up as well. Not being what it purports to be, false or fake. So false, not things, not what they actually are presenting to be, have no value, whether they be physical objects or men, people, individuals. So if someone is ingenuous, disingenuous, unauthentic, an actor, a false presentation of themselves, or with the, especially more so, any false presentation of self, but especially with the intention to do harm, they have no value. Absolutely no value. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is a hard reading for me to read, not because of now, but because of before. In my past, this was me. This entire body of the reading was who I was. Even when I started living this way of life, it took a commitment to not being an actor and to be authentic and to be genuine before I really understood what I was doing. I knew, and like I said, I knew intellectually that I was faking a lot of things. I didn't know I was faking my own character, my own value, my own persona. I was so ashamed of me. I was anything else but who I was, to try to gain approval and try to gain love and acceptance from others. So, all right, let's go into the main body of this. It is an all important. It is, excuse me. It is all important that we be real. It's not saying we be good in this way, or we be real in that way. We do this, we do that. We just that we be honest. We live in reality. It is all important that we be real, that we harbor no wish to appear other than what we are. That's a hard thing today, isn't it? That was a hard thing for me to come to terms with, to be only what I actually am, not to fake it, not to fake all this prestige or um, charisma or I don't even, humor or um, this past illusion that I could paint for people of grandeur and grandiose stories. Like, I wanted to be better than who I was, at least who I thought I was. So I was anything I could be. He goes into examples. We simulate, okay, that we harbor no wish to appear old other than what we are, that we simulate no virtue, assume no excellency, adopt no disguise. Be authentic, be genuine. Authenticity, genuine behaviors. That we simulate no virtue. So we falsely present virtue. Assume no excellency. Adopt no disguise. So we don't feign superiority. We don't feign prestige. And we don't adopt a disguise. We don't just completely morph into somebody else. We don't take on someone else's personality, even. Adopt no disguise. They talk about in the 12-step recovery world about the actor quite often. And that kind of applies here. Be who we are. Because we run around, we build these ego-driven faces to the world, and then we're terrified people are going to see behind them finally. So, the hypocrite thinks he can hoodwink the world and the eternal law of the world. I truly believed that I could get away with being whoever I wanted to be at any time to anybody, and that I could get away with it. Right? I thought I could get away with it, and that I could pull the wool over the eyes of the entire world. But I was wrong. Thank God I was wrong. There is but one person that he hoodwinks, and that is himself. For the law of the world inflicts its righteous penalty. So the pain, the hell, the misery, the anxiety, the fear, the depression, all of that stuff that so many of us want to separate from, we've put ourselves there. We have, most certainly, it's been my dramatic, intimate experience that I've done everything to myself. Put myself in a self-made hell, in a self-made prison with self-made bars. And I'm the only person I hoodwink. There's an old theory that the excessively wicked are annihilated. This part is heavy to me because I agree wholeheartedly. But it's still a painful understanding to me because I did this to myself for years, absolute years of pain and torture and frustration. So there we go. I think to be a pretender is to come as near to annihilation as a man can get. It's a heavy statement. To be disingenuous, to present a false face, to assume grandeur and prestiges that we don't deserve, can bring someone as close to annihilation as a man can get. Put someone in that self-made hell to live and exist. Excuse me. I apologize for that. And he finishes that sentence with, "For there is a sense in which a man is gone, and in his place there is but a mirage of shams. I've lost myself completely and totally. The entirety of my being had been dissolved almost. And I had done it to myself because I didn't want those things. I didn't want any of me left. I wanted to be all of something else and someone else. But this is hell because we live in this hollow shell. And that's where we end." I think to be a pretender is to come as near to annihilation as a man can get, for there is a sense in which a man is gone. Gone. I felt empty. I did not feel like I was anywhere to be found. And in its place, there's but a mirage of shams. Let me tell you, that's all I had was lies and deceit. And my life was a sham. House of cards, as they say. Pull one down, the rest come with it. All right, now this last part I really enjoyed. I'm excited to talk about it a little bit. The sound-hearted man becomes an exemplar. He is more than a man. Sound-hearted. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. He is more than a man. It's a big statement. And it ends with this. This is the last part of the reading here. He is a reality, a force, a molding principle. Authenticity, genuineness, the willingness to be vulnerable and put yourself out there. Which doesn't seem like that much to say, but it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage. And when you put forth that courage just to be you, you become a reality. Because you're finally living where you are in reality. You're not running away from things anymore. You're just present with yourself. You're a force to be reckoned with because you know who you are. Not many can say that. And you're a molding principle. You're an example of what living spiritually is. Not too much better than that. So, all right. Well, that's what we'll end it tonight. Just a solid reading tonight, reminding me of my past and the places I don't want to get back to. So, I appreciate everyone jumping on and taking a listen. You can go ahead and join our Facebook page to get any recent news and shows and quotes being shared. for your own enjoyment. So thank you all for jumping on with me today, and I'll be back again tomorrow to finish help or take one step closer to rounding out July. So until next time, thanks.